are here for the qualifier race. So this is, we have 24 slots today. We had 25 people show up, so top 2 will make it through. We're gonna get ready, get set, and we're gonna go. And we are green for the first race of the night. As a reminder, top 2 make it through. So it's between Hobnob, the Microwave of Zelkova, and the BX of Split Destructor. Hobnob currently in the lead, 6-lap race. This is just give you a good intro for the championship, info for everything. So limited 2-wheel drive, RedRock Raceway, short layout as Hobnob goes to the Joker. Thank you, Hobnob, for the demonstration. This is the Joker. If you've not seen Rallycross before, I'm going to get my mic more in front of me so you can hear me better. There you go, now you all should be able to hear me better. If you've not seen Rallycross before, then what the Joker is basically a pit stop, so to speak, in terms of strategy. So it's a short race with a little bit of strategy. That way, if you're stuck behind a guy, you can kind of do different moves to get the position done. All the cars are 2-wheel drive, however, it is choice between front and rear-wheel drive. Everything will be using its stock drivetrain layout, so Pessima is a front-wheel drive, BX is a rear-wheel drive, etc. Everything is stock motor as well, so you can't do engine swaps and you can't do aspiration conversions. As we see the BX of Split go into the Joker, the Microwave is now out of the Joker. Ahead, that is literally Team Microwave. They're running electric Vivasas, which is pretty cool. Hobnob, I think, is the only Pessima that's planning on showing up. There's a pretty good diversity as we get into the first grid, y'all will see. The races today will have 6 cars in the heats, 10 cars in the pre-final and final. Today is the most drivers of all season, so we have 24 people today. Next week we go down to 20, so the top 20 in points make it to next week. So there's a little bit of pressure put on the lower end of the grid to make it through. I mean, even a couple folks weren't able to, one guy, Split Destructor, was not able to make it. Beam from last week is not here, and Claiming from last week is not here. Claiming is racing in Daytona. I have no idea where Beam is at. And then Turbo as well from Open 4-wheel drive season, he's here. So we had 23 people signed up. Beam didn't make it, so 2 people get through. We had a bunch of people who will not show up to the qualifier as well, but that's kind of to be expected. So I think it's good for Hobnob and good for Team Microwave that these 2 are going to get through into the championship and be able to possibly progress further. Bummer for Split Destructor. We'll give him his screen time because he's not going to be able to make any other events. Here he is in his Diana. Oh, it's a left-hand drive Diana, so it isn't legal. He's not going to win anyway, so that's okay. We have 2 to go here. This Hobnob runs a little bit wide in the dirt. Still trying to chase down Zelkova in the very quiet Vivas. We'll hop on board here, I think. A little bit dusty here today, out in the desert. I think if you're 10 cars back, you're going to really have a problem. But if you're up in the front, it's not too bad. And certainly one of the things is the dust falls pretty quickly. So if you're like 2 or 3 car lengths back, you have clear vision. But just turn 1 really, or the first lap, is going to be a problem. As Zelkova now moves around the final corner to take the white flag. Start finish line is here. Final lap. Some good practice for these folks. Let me check the grid orders. Grid order, so Hobnob will be staying right where he's at and joining the next race. They're going to go rank 23, rank 24, respectively. The ranks are ordered by how everyone finished at the preseason event. So in general, you should see the fast winner of, Claiming's not here, so second place in the preseason event, and then last place in the preseason event in the same heat. And likewise, the mid-pack will all be together as well. There we go. So checkered flag, that is checkered flag for the first race. I'm going to go hop over to the guys so I can give them directions on who is in the next heat, and then I will be back with y'all for the first official race of the night. But for now, enjoy the holding music that you've been listening to this whole time over my voice. Nice. Alright, we're now here officially for race 1. Stealth, unfortunately, is asleep at the wheel somewhere. So, not sure where he's at, but we are going to get ready, get set, and go for race 1. Here we can see the difference between front-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive. Rear-wheel drive on the two outsides, or inside and outside, two sides, and then front-wheel drive for everybody else. Good mix of cars here. We have Hobnob, who you just saw in the qualifier race. Made it all the way through. A little bit of contact there with Chrome. That just looked like a racing incident, getting squeezed, but of course, if anybody submits it, we'll review it after. SBR4 of Haddock out in the lead. New, beautiful livery by Haddock, and then the light covers by Goman. So we have Chrome and Hobnob go Joker in the background. 4-lap races this time, as Raven puts the pressure on Haddock. But it looks like Haddock is going to be able to pull away. We'll hop on board with Orion now, so you can see the driver's eye view through the dust. Quite a bit of dust, but like I said, not undrivable. It's basically right at the limit of what I'd say is acceptable, and it makes sense for a desert-y track. One thing you'll notice too is that if you do go off the track, the dust gets a lot more. As Raven goes Joker, so we will... yeah, Raven's going to come out ahead of at least him. Let's see if he comes out ahead of Hobnob. Just about, although Hobnob is going to have the run. No, he will not get out ahead of Hobnob, so Hobnob's going to get past Raven. Oh, he's going to run wide, though. Raven might be able to make a comeback. And we'll see if Orion can get out ahead of either of these two. I would assume Haddock will, unless Haddock has a bad lap. A lot of discussion as well on front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, which is faster. The front-wheel drive seems to be faster in the dirt. Rear-wheel drive seems to be faster on tarmac, as Stealth has now joined the game. So he'll be in for heat 2, but he's going to have a lot of work to do, considering he's getting last place for this one. So Ryan looks like he's going to leave his Joker for the last lap. So we'll go on board here with Raven, front-wheel, or right-hand drive. Kovac, British man driving the car, so that makes sense. Fortsar, he's going to have a custom livery for next week, but it was just not quite ready this week, so he's representing Spark Sports. He cuts through the dust to put pressure on Hobnob. Good result from Hobnob, considering he had to go through the qualifier to be able to run where he is. I think he's going to be able to get Orion here, both of them. Haddock's way out ahead. Let's see where the Vavas is. There it is. The Raven's going to be able to get out ahead of Orion, unless Orion can pull something in the final corner. Nope, that is going to be Raven, or Haddock ahead of Hobnob, ahead of Raven, ahead of Orion, and then Chrome. Very stylish across the line. So that is your heat number 1. We will get very shortly into heat number 2. All right, now for heat number 2. Apparently Stealth is not going to be able to make it at all, which is a shame for the championship. As we are going to get ready, get set, and go. Clean start from everybody. Good start for the rear-wheel drive cars as expected. We'll watch here with the honorary Brit in the very British livery. Absolutely love it. And a CVT sunburst. Contact there with Zelkova on the outside. The other guy through in with the qualifier. As Creeper takes the lead ahead of Gomen. Those were your Gomen first, Creeper second in the Open 4-Wheel Drive Championship in the fall of last year. As Great Matt goes Joker in his beautiful custom livery. So we'll tab now to Zelkova in the very quiet microwave. We have the single gear car versus the single gear car. One's electric, one's gas powered. As they catch Marco. Marco in a familiar livery. Beautiful move there from Zelkova. Zelkova looks to get around. Yep, gonna get around the honorary Brit, which I believe is a Richard Hammond joke. As Goman puts pressure on Creeper, we'll see who bites for Joker first. Marco's going to bite for Joker, as well as Zelkova. As will honorary Brit, so that clears the air for the black sunburst, or black Corvette behind of the Great Matt. He had a little bit of a collision in round 1 that he was not too pleased with, but hopefully he can redeem himself today as we get on to lap 3 out of 4. A little bit of contact, front to rear from Zelkova into Marco, the old JC Jensen team. Marco might be the only guy on JC Jensen this season. Otters has moved to Team Daisun, as has Gomen. That's Haddock's team. And then Team Microwave has taken the place of a lot of the JC Jensen drivers, such as Lawrence. And then Marco obviously still rocking the JC Jensen colors. Out ahead as, oh, Zelkova gives it a little bump and run, That was not dirty, but definitely a little bit, maybe a little bit early in the day to be going for moves like that. This Goman is out in the lead. We'll keep on board with Marco here. We'll keep an eye on them up front, though, because it's going to be a battle for the lead as Zelkova gets it around. Much better line there from Zelkova. As Great Matt now looks to the outside. Oh. A little bit of a lag there. We're good. Great Matt now looks to the right. Keep an eye out front. We'll tab to Gomen, see where Creeper's at. Creeper's going to get the win, so we'll go back. All right, reset him. There we go. It's now one last corner for these two. Hop on board with Great Matt. It's going to be Creeper, Gomen, Zelkova, but can Great Matt get a move on Marco? Yes, Marco has been making that mistake all afternoon. He'll have to figure that out. So there we go. Checkered flag. So it is Creeper, Gomen, Zelkova, Great Matt, Marco, and honorary Brit. As it seems everyone's still going. There we go. They figured it out. All right, there we go. There's heat number 2. We will get ready now for heat number 3. Gotta wait for Mr. Corny to get over here, but here is your heat for heat 1C. As we're going to get ready, get set, and go. Bad start there from Team Eddie. I forget their actual team name, but it's Eddie and his dad in the same heat. Purple, yellow Ibishas. We have a 50-50 split between rear and front wheel drive for this race. As Eddie gets into the back of Cryo a little bit, makes a small mistake. Turbo out ahead. Now with his new teammate Hobnob, they were cheering each other on. I asked if they were teammates, and they said, "Screw it, we are now." Eddie goes Joker in the background. Good strategy from Eddie. So Eddie, I think he's looking for some clean air. We'll go on board with Cryo. Cryo has always got to give a shout out to him for doing our timing and scoring. As Turbo gets ahead of Lawrence out in the lead. Septanos, a Toge driver, but did very well in the preseason event. He's running third in his BX right now. Looks like he's getting held up by the microwave a little bit. If I'm him, I'm Joker in this lap if Lawrence doesn't. The Joker here is interesting because you have to commit so early that it's very easy to lose time. Oh, Septanos, is he going to go Joker now? No, he does not. Oh, he does. That's a little bit of a late call. You're going to lose maybe half a second from a move like that, which isn't ideal. This car looks maybe a little bit too gripped up in the rear. You can see it bouncing. Going to come out behind Cryo, but Cryo has not Jokered yet, so he comes out ahead of Eddie. So now the issue that might come up with Septanos is he might get held up by Cryo if Cryo doesn't Joker this time by. Although he's just going to get the move done up the inside regardless. His stealth has joined back in the server, so hopefully he'll get in for heat 2. Cryo looks to, yeah, he was trying to go Joker and didn't realize Septanos didn't have to take it. So Septanos now going to get around Lawrence. So he might be able to get the win if Turbo up front has not Jokered just yet. Which I don't believe Turbo has. So Septanos sitting in the catbird seat. We will jump on board with Lawrence so we can see Septanos ahead, as well as if Turbo comes out between them. So a little bit of lag here. Try to get that sorted before the finals at least, because the finals today will be a 10-car final. So we look ahead. Yep, Turbo's going to come out way ahead of Septanos, but good move from Septanos to Joker early and get around Lawrence. So it's going to be Turbo, and the finish line's up there, but this is a good place to watch. Turbo, Septanos, Lawrence, Eddie coming through in fourth after a bad start. Good comeback from him. And then Cryo and Corny. Corny's going to get Cryo in the last corner. So that is your finishing order for Heat 1C. On to the final heat of the first round of heats. All right, here for Heat 1D, final round of the first, or final heat of the first round. We, of course, still have 4 more heats to go for the second round of heats, as we're going to get ready. Is that? Hold on, that's a jump for Mad Cow. Ah, she backed up. We're good. She fixed it. All right, get set. No. Okay. Gomez took care of it. It was kind of borderline if it was a jump or not. I wasn't going to call it because they backed up before the second stage went on. But oh, Mad Cow's dead in the background in turn 1. I'm not sure how that was managed. That's unfortunate for them. As we have the Miramar looking up the inside of the Beer Company I-Series. You got 2 I-Series out here, which is good to see. Extra 1 from round 1. Half-Baked, great move from Half-Baked. Got a couple spots just on track without even needing a joker. Good joker strategy from the Miramar in the background as well of, I should remember, Planey, another new member. Quite a few new people, although nobody new from the previous, I shouldn't say that. Hobnob is new from the previous round of this one for Rallycross, as we have Chaos on the front straight. That's the danger of taking a joker early. You joker early, you might get caught up in the chaos, or the alternative is chaos happens in front of you, and then they all have to joker and fall behind you. But right now, we're having Otters, which is a new member of Team Daisun up there, in the SBR4. He's going to be able to run away a little bit on Planey, although good news for Planey is everybody goes joker this lap, so he's not going to lose too much. He's going to be able to get Otters, so this looks like it'll work out for Planey, although Otters is perhaps closer than it would have been otherwise. Great livery from Planey too, looks very folk race. He had to replace the left door at some point. Oh, he runs a little bit wide out in the bushes. Doesn't gain time from that though, that's for sure. The bushes are very slippery. So he'll hop on board with Half-Baked as he tries to catch Otters. So the only person left to joker now is the leader. We'll see where they come out. I believe Planey will be able to get around him, but that'll really all just depend on if they can put in a killer lap, but they go this lap, so they're not going to be able to get him. Is Half-Baked here? That's who we're on board with. Is he going to be able to get him? Perhaps. You get a better run down the main straight than you do out of the joker. Half-Baked is going to be thereabout. Might throw it up the inside of the final corner. Nope, backs out wisely. Skunkin throws it sideways. You can make the sideways line work in a front-wheel drive car, but it's very risky. We saw Marco trying it in the first heat, and did not work out very well for him. As Half-Baked now looks to the right of the Team Microwave Vavas. Not going to be able to do anything with it this time. Skunkin putting pressure on Otters. These two longtime foes in the Beam Rallycross server. Not this server, but a different one. Oh, Half-Baked throws it up the inside of Skunkin. He was there. A little bit of contact is made. Gets ahead of Skunkin now. So we are on the last lap. Oh no, Planey spins the final corner. Planey spins. Can he save it and get going? Yes. Yes, Planey gets it. Skunkin almost spins the background. I'm sure Planey had a heart and mouth moment there for him, but that is a heat win for Planey, second for Otters, third for Half-Baked. As we will now get into the second round of heats, and hopefully Stealth can make it. right, first heat of the second round, here we go. A lot of pressure on Stealth. He was not able to make the first race, but he's able to make this one. Get ready. Get set. Orion with the burnout start. Is that going to help him? Looks like it actually does. What a strategy. So we'll ride on board with Mad Cow. Spectacular flip in the last race. Hopefully they can keep it clean for this one. Uh-oh. A little bit of contact. We'll move forward with Honorary Brit in his CVT. Oh no, he's DCT. Sunburst. Or maybe the CVT has gears you can use, I'm not sure. Or fake gears. As we go Joker now with Honorary Brit and Hobnob. Stealth stays out in the lead, followed by Orion. Everybody goes Joker behind, so that is Joker for the bottom four, no Joker for the top two, so we'll stay on board with Honorary Brit, see if he can catch Hobnob. I love to eat my crumpets on the trunk here of the Honorary Brit. That's very, very funny. Otters, that is a good question. I will answer that for everybody that does not know. You only need to follow the line if you're near somebody, not if you are coming out. Yeah, Creeper gives him the answer. Thank you, Creeper. The Stealth pulls away. A lot of pressure on Stealth for this race. As I mentioned, he did not make the first race, so he got last place in that one. Top 20 overall, so the top 20 average finishers from the first round of heats get through to the semifinals. Everybody outside of that does not make it. So a lot of pressure for Stealth. If he went out and crashed in this race, he likely would not have made the finals, and as a result would have been knocked out of the championship. So a lot of pressure for Stealth, but he seems to be performing under as he goes Joker ahead, as does Orion. We still have an extra lap to go after this, so giving themselves a little bit of time to attack or defend if they need to. As it looks like Hobnob might be closer to Stealth than I might have expected. I think the Bubble Pessim is a sleeper pick, and I'm kind of surprised that he's the only one in it. Nice and light car, 1180 kilograms. It's a little bit long, but it's, you know, the maneuverability isn't key for this track. He doesn't have a brake light. I have to tell him to add one. Not a big deal, but he should have one. It's not a performance gaining thing, so there won't be a penalty. So that's going to be Stealth. Hobnob will go to the start light here. So Stealth sideways underneath the gantry, followed by Hobnob. Orion keeps it nice and tidy. Honorary Beret almost got him. And then it is going to be Skunkin and Mad Cow. But there you go. So that is your second round of heat. We will now get on to the heat 2B. To be or not to be. Okay, here we go. Second, so heat 2B, 2B or not 2B. We're going to get ready. Very strong heat, this heat. Get set. Go. Couple reasons for that. Main reason is that Turbo here will hop on board with him. Quick driver from Open 4-wheel drive did not make the preseason event, so he was a very low rank as Zelkova. Wow, I'm surprised he didn't hit anybody there. Dove it in. I thought he was about to demolish Goman's rear bumper, but nope. All good. So just a little bit of side-to-side contact, but that's fine. That's expected with Rallycross. Turbo, not a good start. Front-wheel drive's always not really going to have a good time. I say that, and Zelkova is near the lead in a front-wheel drive electric car. Marco goes up the inside. Good move from Marco. Turbo, Eddie, go Joker. I don't know if that's the right call from Turbo. As Zelkova puts pressure on Goman, and Septanos puts pressure on Zelkova. Hop on board with Septanos. That's an interesting move from Zelkova. Hopefully Septanos' car is alright. Does not look alright. Zelkova throws it up the inside of Goman in turn 1. I mean, yeah, bold moves. I mean, the moving in a straight line and sideswiping a guy is kind of not okay, but the turn 1 move there was clean. Let's see if Goman goes Joker this lap, or if he stays behind Zelkova. Looks like he's going to stay behind, try to get the exit here. Down the front straight, we'll hop on board. They're having a battle back here, too. We'll hop on board with Goman, see if he can get a move done on Zelkova. Looks left down the dirt straightaway. On the brakes early. Easy to get a cut back here if you're smart about it. Zelkova goes around the outside, though. Good move from Zelkova. Goman playing it smart. No need to kill yourself in the heats. Way easier to lose points than it is to gain points in these heats. Zelkova looks very fast. New driver here today. Again, part of the team Microwave, so experienced Rallycross guy, just new to this series. As he pulls away here from Goman. He's going to go Joker. So Goman now just needs to put the hammer down and get a good lap as Septanos goes Joker in the background as well. We will hop back, see if anybody. Marco's also in Joker. Turbo is going to be able to get Marco, and that's it. Eddie as well. Eddie's not going to be able to get them. So it's going to be between Zelkova, Goman, and Septanos at this point. Zelkova, ooh, Zelkova's Joker, but he runs wide in the grass. It's going to give Septanos an opportunity here in the background. We'll go on board with him in the very war-torn BX. Runs a little bit wide. Definitely looks like he has some rear toe issues. But Goman's going to be able to keep his nose clean, and it looks like he'll come out with the lead, although maybe not. We'll see. No, it's going to be close. No. It looks like Zelkova's going to get it, although if he messes up the final corner, Goman will be able to get the cut back up the inside. Nope, nope. Zelkova holds on to it, so it'll be Zelkova followed by Goman, and then Septanos and Turbo. Nice close race there for heat number 2B. On to 2C now. right, here now for Heat 2C. All rear-wheel drive this heat, so it should be interesting to watch the launch. So we're gonna get ready, get set, and go. Oh, Planey with a bad start. Looks like he might have stalled it. Even start otherwise. Otters chose last, and he got the inside. So I think the outside start works, but only if there's a bunch of front-wheel drive cars to the inside. Otherwise, I don't think it's a good idea. As contact. Chrome. Oh man, that was some lag from Planey. Not sure if that was on everybody's end or how that worked out, but it looks like everyone's going in remotely this same direction. Great start for Haddock out in the lead though. Planey goes Joker. Good call from Planey. I don't know if it's a good call. Everybody following him in. But Planey did well in his first race, so I think it's a good call for him to go Joker so early. Haddock throws it sideways into the final corner. We'll sit here and we'll watch everyone come through. Very, very entertaining to watch a rear-wheel drive car come through this final corner as they just get a little bit of air and they're completely sideways. Oh, Chrome, that's not going well for him. He did the opposite of get sideways. Cryo, I believe, the last car on track right now that has not jokered. As we have Half-Baked go Joker. Let's see if he can come out ahead. I think it's a good call from Half-Baked here to cover off the Joker opportunity of Planey catching him. So that's Half-Baked going to come out ahead of Planey now. So now Half-Baked just has to put in some good laps to go catch Haddock. We'll watch everyone come to the final corner again. Look at Planey go sideways. And there's Otters. Chrome's still killing it. Half-Baked putting pressure on Cryo now as we are on lap 3 out of 4, I believe. Yeah, both of our lap guys are in this. So I'll have to do it. Hopefully someone's doing it in voice, because I might get it wrong. Very, very close here for second position. Haddock has run away with it in the lead. We have both of our timing and scoring guys are in the same race, and Goman disconnected, so fell to me, but that's okay. As Planey now goes to the move on Cryo in the background. I don't believe Cryo has taken the Joker yet, so it's unfortunate for Planey. I think it was a good strategy for Planey, but Half-Baked, unfortunately for Planey, of course, also had a good strategy and was able to cover him off. As I'm not 100% sure Haddock took the Joker. We'll see if they stop this lap or if I got my lap count wrong. There we go. I did get my lap count right. So, I believe I got it right at least. You can really tell how much work Haddock and Cryo put in. Well, everybody's still going, so I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna put finish question mark. But yeah, alright. So hopefully that was the finish. Hopefully I didn't just screw some shit up, but okay. It was the finish. Cool, they were just having fun. Oh, Planey's dead in the background. Hopefully y'all can see that with this resolution. Alright, we will move on to the final. Is it the final? Yeah, it is the final heat of second round. All right. Final heat of the day. Here we go. We got almost all the Covettes. We're just missing turbo. So we're gonna get ready, get set, go. Good start from everybody. Creeper, great start from Creeper. They really got that Miramar optimized for starts. Everybody but Tumble is also front wheel drive, which helps it look better. Oh, a little bit of side contact there between Tumble and Corny. More side contact. Oh, he broke the front right half shaft on my end. Hopefully he's alright on his. Looks to be okay. Oh, a little bit of contact there with Raven. Save it, Raven. That was just somebody going for Joker. Probably will be submitted. I'll reset his car just so it's not wanging off the red limiter. There we go. But Lawrence now chasing down Creeper. Creeper with a good lead here. We'll go back where the battles are happening. Tumble. Oh, Tumble's gonna run a little bit wide into the ditch in the Beer Company I-Series. Big jump up out. See a little bit of cutback here on Corny. They're gonna go side by side for the second lap in a row here for these two. Corny gonna move himself up into 5th place. As we have Raven go Joker this time by. Let's see where Raven comes out. I think you might slot in between Corny and Tumble if I had to make a guess. Looks like that is the case. So we have Dust getting thrown up way over there by Creeper, but still good gap on Lawrence, so we'll stay here as Tumble looks inside of Raven. Oh, a little bit of contact, that's on Tumble. Tumble goes for a spin, not a tumble. Now Raven gonna put the pressure on Corny. Corny's already Jokered. He's part of that early Joker group. Seems that there's always a bunch of people at Joker lap 1. Lawrence goes Joker up ahead. We'll see if the other black Covette of the Great Matt, I guess it's purple, dark purple Covette of Great Matt is going to be able to get Lawrence. No, he will not. I think he still has a Joker as well, Great Matt. Yeah, I can see his eyes on the Covette. I love that. They're battling in the background. Raven looking for a move on Corny, but gonna mess up the final corner. It's going to put him a little bit down. Give Corny the space he needs. Go now to Lawrence as he defends from Great Matt. Although, like I said, I'm pretty sure Great Matt still has to Joker. Get the Hungarian flag on the roof of Lawrence. No, Great Matt, if he needed a Joker. No, so I think, oh yeah, Great Matt was the one that hit Raven going for Joker lap 1. Oh, Corny gets sideways in the background. I've seen that. We'll watch the Great Matt, though, for the battle over second. Oh, looks to the outside of Lawrence. Not going to be able to get it. See if Corny or Raven gets it. Corny's going to get it, so I think Raven might have put him sideways and then gave him the position back. Good guy, Raven. So there we go. There is your finishing order. Don't forget Tumble. Big slide there from Tumble. Giving a show for the fans. All like 3 fans watching the stream. I appreciate y'all, though. But yeah, now we will get into the semifinals. If y'all have any questions in the YouTube chat, let me know. Beyond that, we're going to get into the semifinals here soon. I got a new sorting method, so it shouldn't take 20 minutes in dump truck races to do it. All right, semi-final 10 cars. Might be a little bit laggy. I apologize for that. But we are going to find the light key. There we go. Get ready. Get set. Go. Clean start for everybody. All 10 cars moving towards turn 1. We'll hop on board with Stealth. Perfect guy to hop on board with. Good start from him. Started a little bit further back. Stealth, up over the inside berm. Gonna get a little bit sideways. Stealth goes around. Okay, I think I might be back now. Unfortunately, my internet went out, but we are gonna be able to join back in and maybe catch the end of the race. Oh, I have no favorites, so I'm just gonna restart the game. Yay! Is that one at it? Is that one at it? Very messy background, but hopefully we can rejoin before the end of the race. I think my internet just couldn't take the awesomeness of 10 cars racing at once. Turn off the music while I'm chatting. Let me look at YouTube chat as well. If you are in my Discord server, there are other people live as well, so you might be able to catch the race via them. But I'm going to join up and see if the race is over just yet. I assume it is, but we shall see. Hopefully, for my sake, the race wasn't like an incredible barn burner or anything. Oh, okay, we are no idea what lap, but we do have a barn burner going. Septanos goes Joker. No idea who has Joker and who has not. It looks like, oh, we're on the final lap now. I have no idea who's leading. But turn off the UI, so that's not in the way. So it looks like Creeper's in the lead. Half-Baked in second. Goman in third. The Great Matt. One of the microwaves, I forget which one. Eddie, Lawrence, and Stealth. Then Septanos. Looks like Septanos might be in last of everybody. I don't know if that was 10 cars, but I was gonna tap at the start light, but the start light is not here, so there we go. Creeper's won. Now gonna have Half-Baked and Goman. Oh, and then here's the battle. Here's the battle for straight through to the final. Great Matt just barely gets it. Wow, what a close. There's Eddie, Skunkin, and then Stealth. It's the distance mod. Makes him disappear. There we go. And unfortunately for Septanos, that is going to be as far as he goes, but he should make it to next week. Is he going to go? Is the BX thirsty? BX might be thirsty. Okay, we are back now. We're going to get ready for semifinal number 2. Glad I was able to catch the end of that one. All right, here we go for the second. Oh, Corny can't see lights. Okay, he can. So we're going to get ready, get set, and go. There we go, everybody's off. 10-car race, hopefully less problems with the internet this time. Planey gets the lead as there's chaos behind him. Again, apologies for a little bit breaking up audio and stuff. There's just a lot of cars for BeamNG to handle. And a lot of cars to be on one rallycross track. So we'll go in the thick of the pack here with Lawrence. Oh, bit of contact there. Oh, big contact out in front. The teammates get together. It looks like they are able to get going, but that'll be reviewed after the race. Going out with Honorary Brit, who goes Joker this time. Looks like Raven. I don't know what happened back there. Was there a crash after the crash, perhaps? I'm sure that'll be sent in penalty review. As Brit now looks for a move up the inside of Haddock. It's very hard to keep track of Jokers for this many cars. I do like having this many cars, though. Better than last season, where so many people got knocked out early on. Okay, here's Hobnob. Haddock, I know, struggles with performance sometimes, so this car might be down on performance just because of that. Otter's now his teammate looking to the outside. Otters now gets around him. Haddock is just struggling with engine power because of his FPS, unfortunately. We'll tap the start light here and watch everyone come on through. Not everyone, but there's Hobnob and the Great Brit, or the Honorary Brit, sorry. Here's Otters, Raven, and Haddock. So we'll go over now. Oh, they're too far away. Okay, we'll go Planey and Turbo. Battle for the lead here. I'm not sure who has jokered. Well, that answers my question if Planey's jokered. So we are on lap 3 of 6. Let's see if Planey can come out ahead of the Team Microwave car here. Carrier entry. Not quite. Going to be very close though with Lawrence. Lawrence is going to get back, or get on past Planey. Planey though going to have a better exit through the final corner. On to lap 4 out of 6 now. The Turbo holds the lead, but I'm unsure if Turbo is jokered. Like I said, a lot of cars to keep track of in a 10-person race. Okay, there goes the electric Vivas, as it looks like the leader Turbo might be catching a lap car. Connie stays out of the way. Looks like he might be suffering with the same performance issues that Haddock is, unfortunately. We'll now watch everybody come through the final set of corners. Not too many close battles, although it looks like Raven might be trying to get a move done on Otters. The real question is just if Turbo has to joker and if he'll come out behind Planey. Good guy, Corny, getting out of the way. It looks like Orion and I haven't seen Orion most of the race. But Orion and Hobnob are having a very good battle here. Over, I believe this is the transfer spot of 4th. Yes, it is. So if Orion can get this, or if Hobnob can defend it, it's very important because it guarantees you an entry to the final. Hobnob runs a little bit wide here, bounces up over. It's going to give Orion a chance through turn 1. His dust is thrown up from the Vivas in front as well. Vivas behind, Vivas in front. Orion looking for a move. Look out in the distance. Looks like Turbo's in the joker, but he's going to have plenty of space ahead of Planey. Lawrence might have got some wheel damage or something as they've now caught him. And it's the final lap, so if Orion's going to do anything, he's got to do it here in the final corner. Oh, I had the right car. There we go. Let's see if he can do anything, or if Hobnob can get the electric car. No, he cannot, so that's going to be Hobnob, the final car to transfer. And they're all going to park up in a line here on exit of turn 1. Good job, everybody. So here is your finishing order. You have Turbo, Planey, Lawrence, Hobnob, Orion, Great Brit, Raven, Otters. Connie is a lap down, so he's not. And then Haddock. So Haddock is going to make it through to the LCQ, but he's going to have to figure something out in terms of performance. So there is your semifinal. Apparently Raven doesn't have a front right wheel. Or not Raven, Otters doesn't have a front right wheel. But yeah, there is your semifinal order. And we will go on to the LCQ now. Oh, y'all haven't had music this whole time. All right. LCQ now, possibly the most intense race of the day. We're going to get ready, get set, and go. Did a little quick light out there. Make sure everyone's paying attention. Good start from Eddie on the outside. We're 4 wide headed towards turn 1. Contact there between Eddie and Britt. A little bit of contact in turn 1 as well. Stealth and Haddock into each other. A lot of good drivers here in the LCQ, but it's just because we have a lot of good drivers overall. Stealth looking to the inside. Stealth with a big jump on the over the dirt berm. Septanos now gets to the inside of Stealth. We'll jump back to Stealth. Stealth goes Joker. I think that's a good call from Stealth. Try to get some clean air because he's just mired in the pack right now. Yeah, I think this is a great strategy call from Stealth. As a reminder too, for the LCQ, only the top 2 get through, so this is really just win it or bin it almost. You gotta do well to finish well. Oh, that's unfortunate for Stealth. We'll jump now to the front pack of Septanos, Eddie, and Orion. Septanos has been a little bit tired. He says he's a little bit sleepy, so watch for maybe some more mistakes than you would normally expect. Good start here from Haddock. Looks like he's fixed most of his FPS issues. He had some damage last race as well. If I'm Haddock, I'm going Joker. Ooh, I would have gone Joker. This is just a crash waiting to happen here. Although he's almost to the point where he gets clean air. So Orion's going to win this, I think. And then after that, it'll be who gets second. As we have a very good battle. Septanos, very good run here. He's going to slide. Oh, he gets punted by Zelkova. That puts Haddock on the back foot. That's why I would have gone Joker from Haddock. I just don't want to get involved in this rumble and tumble fight. Because all you're going to do is lose time. This really just plays into the hands of Stealth, although, yeah, he's right there. I think this all plays into the hands of Stealth. My pick for second place right now is Stealth. Eddie goes Joker. This will be a good measuring stick. Haddock stays on track. I think that's the right call from Haddock at this point. Try to build back up a gap to Stealth. So we'll go... Where is Stealth? Too many cars. There's Stealth. So Stealth came out ahead of Eddie. So this is Stealth's race to lose, although we'll see if... Oof. I mean, maybe with driving like that, Zelkova might be able to get out ahead. As we're on lap 4 out of 6. This is the second LCQ Zelkova's been to today. He was in the qualifier before the event to determine the top 24. In which he won that, so we'll see if he can do anything this time. Oh, it might be close for the lead as well. Haddock goes Joker. It's going to be Haddock out of the equation. Orion now behind Zelkova. Orion needs to be careful because these Zelkova and Septanos have not Jokered, so Orion needs to be smart. Stealth has Jokered. What can get Orion into trouble is if he gets caught behind Septanos and then Stealth gets around him and Zelkova also gets around him with strategy. So Orion needs to drive defensively and not let Septanos get away. If he can maintain the spot he's in, he's guaranteed a spot. But that's easier said than done in an LCQ environment. As Septanos stays on track, Stealth now looking for a move on Orion. Depending on where Joker exits, this could be critical for Stealth to get past Orion. Zelkova pulls away in the electric Vavas. So we reach the final lap now. So the front 2 still have to Joker. Septanos is currently the plug in the drain right now. Contact between Stealth and Orion. That's not going to help either of them. So it's between these two, basically. Zelkova's gotten the lead. Good strategy from Zelkova. Hopefully he remembers to Joker. He does not. Septanos does, unless Zelkova Jokered early, but I don't think he did. I don't think he's quick, but I don't think he's that quick. So this will be between Orion and Septanos now, but it should just be these two. So it should be Orion and Stealth, but Zelkova very well might have Jokered. I'm not 100% sure on that. But there's your checkered flag, so it'll either be Stealth or Orion. Good driving from Stealth to come back from that early mishap. And I'm not sure if Zelkova Joker. Let me ask him. I'm not 100% sure. Let's wait for the answer. He says yes. Oh, he Jokered first lap. That would make some sense. Okay. So here is your finishing order. Let me get this all down. He says first lap. I'll get that corroborated with everyone else. But it does check out in terms of a story. So that'll be Stealth and Zelkova then through to the final. Orion misses out by 1 spot. Then it's Haddock. Unfortunate for Haddock. Good run in the LCQ, but not able to have a good enough run. Then Septanos, then Eddie. Eddie not quite able to get the rear-wheel drive under his feet the same way he was the all-wheel drive. Skunkin is the next car after that. In 7th in the LCQ. These aren't for points, but it's just good to have for record keeping. Then it's Raven back in 8th. Then it's Britannia in 9th and Otters in 10th. All right, that is your LCQ. One more race for the evening, and it's going to be the final. So we will move on to that now. All right, here we go. Unmuted my mic a little bit too soon before I cleared my voice. That's okay. We have, let me make sure everyone knows, 8 laps as we're going to, oh. There we go. There we go. All right, everybody's now ready. We're gonna get ready. Get set. Go. Green, green, green for the final race of the night. All rear-wheel drive up front except for one. We'll hop back with Zelkova, winner of the pre-event qualifier and the winner of the LCQ. Stealth gets sideways into the back of Stealth. Planey spins in front of the grid. That's unfortunate for Planey and those involved. Zelkova, what a start, all the way up to 4th, although wrecks Goman. That's probably going to be a penalty for Zelkova, cross-jumping Goman like that. You already got a warning for doing that earlier in the day. As he now goes Joker. Hopefully Goman's car isn't hurt too badly. I think everyone's still running in the background. Unfortunate for Planey, though, to have such a good run today and then either spin himself or get spun turn 1, as it's now a battle. These two have been battling all week. Creeper during the week has said Turbo's too fast. I haven't heard anything from Turbo, but I assume he's probably saying the same. Otters has saved the incident. Thank you, Otters. So, Turbo now. Let's see if he can put the front-wheel drive to good use against Creeper. Stealth in the background. Let's go. Oh, I was actually to the car I wanted. Oh, there we go. Hobnob. We will join these two. We're just kind of half paying attention to the chat here, getting tongue-tied. On to lap 3 out of 8. Longest race of the day, as usual, for the final. Hobnob runs wide, so Goman now putting in work. We have Zelkova getting up the inside of Hobnob. Clean move there from Zelkova. Unfortunate for these at the back of the pack. Goman, his car seems straight on my end. You got the DRS active. Yes, opposite DRS. Well, it doesn't have any glass in it, so how much downforce is it really providing? There we go. Goman now gets around. Stealth from the Joker. Zelkova behind. I'm not sure if Zelkova's Joker did again, if he took an early Joker strategy or not. Right, Matt putting pressure on Creeper up front. We'll join those two as the battle for the lead. Oh, Stealth giving the business to Hobnob as we go through. Zelkova also giving the business to Goman. We'll stay here because this battle's closer than those up front. You can still see him over there. There's a couple car lengths between them. As Turbo now goes Joker. Let's see if Goman can get out ahead, although again, I don't think Goman is Jokered. Could have happened in the background though. Very easy to miss when there's 10 cars on track. So Turbo now, I believe in the effective lead. Creeper still needs to Joker, so Creeper might still be in the effective lead, but oh, Goman runs wide. Very just clean driving from Zelkova. Not a whole lot of sliding or mistakes or running wide or anything. Just very, very tidy is how I describe his driving style. Smooth on the throttle. You can tell, yeah, he's on wheel too. So there's Goman and the Joker. So the real question is, once again, if Zelkova has Jokered, and he very well might have. He was 4th after like the first couple of corners. Great start from him from the back of the road, back of the grid in the front-wheel drive car. Unfortunate there for Planey. Planey's been doing well all day. Still gets good points from the heats and the semis, but not going to get good points here from the final. So the question now is just if these two are fast enough to keep up with Creeper. You can see his dust up ahead. Hopefully he doesn't miss his Joker. Creeper known for missing Jokers. Goman seems to be having problems in the background. He might have clipped a tire bundle or something. It's unfortunate for him. Zelkova still has the potential penalty hanging up over his head too of the side swipe over the jump against Goman. Which I definitely think could be a penalty because there's no reason to be moving sideways in a straight line like that. It's just going to cause accidents as we saw. And he already had a penalty for a similar incident earlier in the day. Creeper, now goes Joker. So Creeper does not forget his Joker. He's going to leave an extra lap to defend his honor. Go now with Turbo. Turbo not quite going to be close enough. Doesn't really lose time to Creeper either. He's going to be within sniffing distance, and certainly as a driver, once you come out of, you know, he comes out of the Joker, you're out of the Joker, and now it's a straight fight. You're right on his bumper. This gives you the motivation. So let's see if Turbo can do anything here to Creeper on the last lap. First round of the season, you want to start it off well. Turbo had a bad seed coming into the weekend too because of the fact that he missed the preseason event, but it looks like unless a miracle happens, Creeper's going to be able to get the win. The rear-wheel drive car is much faster out of the tarmac corner here. So Turbo now falling behind. So it looks like it's going to be Creeper. We'll go to the... I'll get a stay with Planey. Go to the start light. There's Creeper, Turbo, Zelkova. Good run from Zelkova. Here's Stealth, Hobnob. Top 5 for the Pessimos. Good to see. Love seeing unique cars. He's the only Pessimo out here. Half-Baked, other Miramar with the headlights. Lawrence. Looks like Planey's gotten his car back into gear now that the race is over. And then here comes Great Matt. And I believe that is all of your finishers. So everyone else is DNF. That's what, 6, 7 cars that finished? Or 8, because Creeper's over here. So yeah, there's your 8 cars. We'll get interviews with the drivers here in a minute. But for now, that is your first heat of the season done and over with. Okay, Creeper, congrats on the win. A little bit of redemption after the open 4-wheel drive season. Started back off with a win just like you did last season. Do you think you'll be able to hold on to it for the whole season this time?
I'm quite unsure. The Miramar has proven to be effective today because me and my mates figured out a crucial detail in the tuning menu, which I will not disclose. Which everyone else did not get, but one other person.
Oh.
And that person didn't even know he got it right. So.
Okay. No.
But I'm not sure I can carry that advantage over to other places. But
gotcha.
I will still try my best to win championship.
Yeah. All right. A little bit of car development advantage. I respect it. The battle between you and Turbo was pretty good. Do you think the balance between front-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive was pretty even on this track, and do you expect that to change going forward?
You know, front-wheel drive kind of seemed too fast, especially the Corvette. I could just like in the early development of the car, it just like could not compete in any way, and that is considering that turbo is running 20 psi tires.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, and you still cannot keep up in the corners. So I'm questioning myself: is this okay?
And well, it seemed okay today. You won, so
Yeah. Because
congrats on that, and
at the
we'll
end.
move to industrial next week.
I'm not sure. Industrial will be good, I think.
Yeah, I think industrial will be good for rear-wheel drive. But yeah, congrats, Creeper. Thank you for racing, and I'm gonna get on to the second place finisher now, Turbo. All right, Turbo, we are live. Let me tab to your vehicle. There we go. Congrats on the second place. You know, came back from a low rank because you missed the preseason event. Good battle with Creeper. What are your thoughts on this class? Because I mean, it's your first race you've done in this class. And what do you think about the balance between front-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive?
It's really good. You know, I did like probably over 100 laps of practice this week.
Wow.
Just because it was such a good combo. And I was bored.
Fair.
But me and Creeper had a lot of races during practice, and it was so even. There were bits where we were going back and forth. Bit hard to overtake on that track, but
Yeah.
it was really good fun, and the balance is good.
Do you think you'll have a good chance next week at industrial in front-wheel drive?
Let's hope so.
All right. Well, congrats on the
Can't say
second
I'm
place
not driven
today.
it.
Yeah. Well, nobody's driven it just yet.
There we go.
So it'll be a new track for next week. But yeah, congrats on the second place. I'm now going to interview third place of
Thank you for hosting, by the way.
yeah,
That was quite
Zarkova.
fun.
Yeah, no worries, dude. Thank you for racing. It was good to see you out here.
Yes.
All right, Zarkova, we are live. Congrats on your third place. Went all the way from the qualifier race through the LCQ, third in the final. I mean, that's just, you did the most racing all night and you're able to get third out of it. So I think that's an accomplishment in itself.
Yeah, first ever race here too.
Yes,
I'm
yeah.
proud.
Yeah, you did a good job. What are your thoughts on the electric car? Because it's a unique thing that was able to race.
Didn't like the skunk and shows on electric car, but I guess it works. Absolutely hate it. It's slow. I could go much faster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think your competition should be thankful you're in this car then, because you seem pretty fast already
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Well, how do you think this car will do future rounds and next week?
I don't really know. I guess all I can do is try to keep up at least. But yeah, like I said, I think it's slow.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you in future rounds, and congrats on the
Thank you.
third place today. You won't have to go through any more qualifiers. So
Yeah, thank you very much.
yeah, no worries, dude. All right, well, that is your top three from RedRock Raceway. As I said, next week we're going to go to Industrial. Keep an eye on the Discord for all of the position changes. We still have some penalties to go over, but I wanted to get the interviews out to y'all. So hopefully you guys enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you next week for the Industrial Circuit, and not the same one we did for preseason. It'll be a different one. So thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.